Insider trading. Okay. This is number 5 in this list that I pulled up here.
I have a feeling that this happens all the time. Yeah.
Here's the claim. Unusual stock trades on airlines and insurance companies before 9/11 show prior knowledge. So that's the claim, that there were unusual trades. And one of the key points here is that there was a surge in put options. And right now, I think put is where you're betting that the stock's going to go down.
Gotcha.
So put options on United and American Airlines days before.
Interesting. Yeah, I did not know that one. So maybe, I don't know. I mean, I think if we were to talk about these conspiracy theories a little bit, I think the realist to me would be that people say, if somebody says the government didn't know at all that that was going to happen or something like that was going to happen, I'd probably be like, I don't know. I mean, we're supposed to be, this country that's like the massive superpower, and you're telling me that we couldn't even know that something like it was happening. Like we said, we may not have known that it was going to be in that capacity, that these guys were literally going to fly planes into buildings. But I feel like that maybe we did know something, or we had some warning signs. Obviously, there was a bombing in the World Trade Center in 1993, I believe, that might have been blamed on Al Qaeda or terrorists that was related to Al Qaeda. There were signs there, but that would probably be the one I could get on board with if somebody told me, hey, I think the government knew that something like that was going to happen. I'd probably be like, okay, you're probably not far off. I mean, maybe they did. They were, so does that make them complacent? I don't know. I mean, I don't work in the government, like I said, and there's a reason for that. I don't want those kind of responsibilities.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that you have to think about, and you're never going to please everybody, right? I mean, that's the reason why there's multiple political parties.
You can't please everybody, Matt?
No, you can't. No, not unless you're Clinton with a cigar. But,
Right.
And even then, there's other people that you didn't.
Yeah.
Please.
I heard that he had a box with just one of them.
Yeah, just one of them in there. I hear you. Was there any more that you had there for us?
So I have another interesting point. So this isn't necessarily a conspiracy around like it was planned, or not to the same level of a plane hits it and it's actually a bomb. But I do think this is interesting. Number 6 is Saudi connection suppression. Okay. So the claim here, the U.S. government downplayed Saudi Arabia's involvement because of political and economic ties. And so the key point here is that 15 of the 19 hijackers were Saudi nationals.
Right. And didn't Bush, when they grounded all the flights, didn't they have some flights where they were taking some Saudi Arabian dignitaries? They were taking them somewhere safe because they were worried about the backlash from Americans, because obviously, and that should be something else maybe we should talk about, is just general prejudice or racism against Muslims that kind of happened after this. And that was kind of in place a little bit even before, but it really, expedited the process and made it exponentially worse.
I read somewhere that the I don't know how that you want to exactly measure it, but the hate crime incidents of these nationalities, certain types of people, went up 1,600% was what they said. What was the increase on what they classify as hate crime? For
anybody that doesn't know, that's 16-fold. That's 16-fold.
Maybe 16 bend, more.
Yeah, maybe. Do you have any more?
Well, just to piggyback off the Saudi connection, this was part of the 28 pages in quotations so this was classified. These 28 pages were classified until 2016. So it took that long for that information to be released. The Saudi connection there. So it kind of begs the question a little bit, like was that part of the reason why we felt like it had to be classified so long?